right, what's up? So I wanted to come up here and speak really candidly about the journey to becoming a full-time cinematographer. So I'm just going to get right into it. But before I start, I want to let y'all know I'm recording on the Comica VM30. Let me know what y'all think about the sound quality in the comments. They did not send me this. I bought this with my own money. I'm currently looking into the VM40 because it can record internally, but and have 32-bit float. So I don't know, might cop it, might not. But yeah, this is what it sounds like. It's a pretty good mic. It's wireless shotgun mic. But yeah, just getting straight into it, man. This road is not easy, and no road should be easy. But I do think when it comes to filmmaking or cinematography, it can become very disheartening simply because you have moments where you get to do what you love. You have moments where you get to be on a film for a couple of days. Just using your creative muscle, building camaraderie with teammates, people who are like-minded and people who love to create films as well, to create things that they're proud of. And it's like when you come back to reality, it's almost like this little moment of like depression, like, yo. And it's pretty tough to get out of. But I will say, like, what's been helping me get out of it is making content. So doing stuff like this, the stuff I post on Instagram, whether that's me just filming something and making content out of it, like that has really been helping me stay sane. Because it's like you got a taste of the life that you know you're supposed to be living when it comes to your career. Like you got a taste of how it feels to be on set for long periods and most times to get paid to do so as well. So, and if you have a 9-to-5, going back to that 9-to-5, most of us usually aren't doing what we want to be doing. We're just doing something to pay the bills. So it can be kind of stressful and tough. But, a part of this channel, and I have kind of shied away from it, was to give like encouragement as I go through this journey, as I'm pretty sure some of you who watch my channel are going through the same journey to become full-time, whether that's photography, videography, filmmaking, whatever. And I don't want to shy away too far from that just because I may be afraid of not getting views, because if we're being real, I'm not really getting views anyway, doing the videos I'm doing. I mean, I'm getting some views, but it's not equivalent to like the work I've been putting in to make the videos. So that's for another video. But yeah, I don't want to shy away from giving that encouragement and being open and honest about where I am right now. And right now, I'm at a point where I feel like I need to be doing more, but my body's like, you're doing enough. So right now it's like 3:00 a.m. I woke up at 7 today, which is maybe like an hour or two earlier than I usually do. So, I was feeling tired and uninspired and just ready to go to sleep and not do anything. As I'm sitting here just thinking about life and thinking about career and thinking about how everything's going, I got inspired to make this video just to kind of, just checking the camera, just to kind of shed some light on the journey. So right now in my journey, I would say, according to the number of jobs I've done, even though I've done a lot of short films and I've done a lot of, commercials, I still can't say that I would classify myself as a professional filmmaker. And that's because of a couple of things, but I think the first thing is because of where I live. I don't live in a city where there are professional filmmakers. So there's no one I can really link up with or shadow to kind of elevate my filmmaking. And that's not an excuse or anything. That's just the reality. I live in a city that I live in a state that is not very film and production heavy when it comes to stuff like that. So if I wanted to get on sets, most of the time I'd be applying on Backstage or Nova, trying to be the DP on the set or trying to be a gaffer or something. And, you know, most of the times you got to have a certain type of look, certain type of amount of projects on your profile to even be considered for some of those things. Now, granted, I have been considered for something through Backstage before, which was great. But for most of the jobs I want to do, I realize that now that I have to start creating those jobs for myself. So I have to go out and shoot stuff, ideate stuff in order to have something like that for my reel. And then, you know, even sometimes on Backstage and Nova, it's like we prefer someone who has a Sony FX6 or a Red or an Ari. And I know I can rent those, but I don't have it right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point in me owning it. So that kind of also deters me from being able to land certain jobs because I don't have this certain equipment. So I feel like that holds me back as well from being a quote unquote professional. But I will say, like, as far as like personality, morale, I'm very professional. I've been working since I was 17, so I understand how to talk to people. I understand how to motivate people, keep morale up. I've been not a manager, but a supervisor before. So these are things I feel like I am more so professional in. I'm just kind of lacking the, what do you call it? Can't think of the word, y'all. It's late. The experience. Most of my experience was in film school, and those projects were not as good just because, you know, you're limited in film school with equipment, camera, knowledgeable people. So, yeah. So that's where I am right now, trying to make the jump to being a professional. But in the meantime, I'm trying to continue to grow my YouTube so I don't have to have a 9-to-5, so I can actually make money from YouTube. I just started my website, which has a store in it where you can buy a LUT. Also, me and my wife own a creative agency that we've been operating since 2020. And like the area we live in is not very heavy in the sense of people needing that type of work, which is totally fine. We find work, whether that's photography, branding, but it's just not as needed in this area. So also I'm trying to grow clientele in our business for people who need more video or social media content needs. So that's also another challenge within itself. Trying to grow that, but also remember the dream, which is to be a full-time filmmaker and trying not to get too caught up in that stuff because I don't want that to consume my time. I know what I really want to be doing, which is filmmaking, whether that's directing or DPing. So, and on top of that, we just had a kid who is 11 weeks old. So it's like, and trying to maintain my actual 9-to-5 where I'm a media director. So it's like when I look at it, I'm doing a lot, but I'm doing a lot of stuff professionally or career-wise that doesn't really move the needle into what I want to be doing. So a part of me just has to realize that I have to let go of some of those things. So I was making music and I completely let go of that because that's not in the vision anymore. It's not in the dream. I let go of doing photography because it's not in the vision anymore. It's not in the dream. I want to let go from doing event videography and stuff like that. But, you know, sometimes that will pay the bills, but it's not in the dream. It's not in the vision. So I'm slowly but surely letting go of things and starting to try to focus more so on building a strong portfolio. So I can land directing jobs, whether that's directing photography or just film directing. So I just want to give y'all some encouragement out there that you're not the only one that's trying to figure it out. I feel like we're all trying to figure it out. The people who have it figured out, great for them. But they've put the time in to figure it out. So if you're kind of resentful to those people, then you'll never figure it out. Some of those people have the answer you need. Some of those people give the inspiration that you need. So for anyone that has made it to their dream job or dream career, I salute you. I'm trying to be like you. So yeah, I just wanted to give some type of context to the title of this video. And no, I'm not quitting. I'm really just realizing that I have to let go of some things in order to get to the dream. So, and that's the hard part, because like you feel like you need to do those things in order to elevate in certain aspects of your career. But you really gotta like think about it, like open your mind and or meditate, whatever you need to do so you can get an understanding of the things you should be doing. And I should be doing and putting together more short films than I have been. I should be doing more spec ads than I have been. You know, my excuse has been lack of money, lack of resources, lack of talent, lack of help. But I just got to get out and find the help. A recent film I did that I wrote, produced, and did the cinematography for, someone was gracious enough to, you know, front the money. But I still had to find the people, find the talent. I will say it's easier when money's not an issue. But, you know what I'm saying, everyone doesn't have that luxury to just have money at their disposal in order to make what they want to make. So, yeah, call in some favors, whatever you need to do to move that needle forward. Use AI to come up with scripts for you if you're not a writer. And yeah, just do what you got to do, but also remember, like, you got a family, you got friends, you got other responsibilities, so it can't take up too much of your time. And I'm speaking to myself with that too, because sometimes I'm literally in here until the sun comes up because I want to move forward so bad. And sometimes I feel like I can do it in a night, and that's not possible. Sometimes I feel like if I'm here, if I'm awake, if I'm good, I'm going to just do it. Like, I don't need sleep, but really I do. So making this video just to give some context. And yeah, y'all have a great one. Check out the link in my description if you're interested in checking out my Cine LUT. Works on any camera as long as they have a log profile. Easy to manipulate, easy to install into your editing software. And I also have a cinematic bloom preset for Premiere Pro users. If you're wondering how to get your images to kind of glow, for your highlights to glow, for people's skin to get a little softer, that's what that's for. So you check that link as well and have fun with it. Like, use it how you may. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all in the next video. Let me know if y'all want more content like this, me just telling y'all what's going on, chatting, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, y'all have a good one.